Hey, welcome to another episode of Mantic Radio Videocast. This is Andrew Sherman along with Mark Zielinski, and today we're going to be doing a review of the unboxing of the Mantic Mars Attacks Kickstarter that Mark just ended up picking up. He just got it not too long ago. I did not back this product other than just going ahead to get the rules. He went all in around $300 and some odd, and you'll see the board here. This is actually going to be our next episode, is going to be the game, but when we broke out the board, if you look around here, there is just a ton of stuff that Mark brought on over today. So we kind of thought we'd go on over it. And Mark, what do you want to go over first? I mean, like, you see the board here, you know, it seems to be this nice pliable mouse pad mat style. Very good. What do you think?
Oh yeah, the quality of the mat is outstanding. For myself, actually, I didn't go with buying 4 of the rubberized mats because I had Dead Zone mats already. So I went with just the paper mats. But if you're just playing the one game in this scale size, I did get the one rubber mat. So these rubber mats are outstanding. You know, I mean, they're really setting an industry standard as far as I'm concerned.
Now, if we could only get them for Dreadball.
Yeah, well, they have the technology, Ronnie.
I know, we have the technology. So the book, you know, it's sitting here. It's a pretty thin book overall. I mean, I know we're doing just the book today, but it's a pretty good quality book. And how many pages is that total? I think we were looking at, like, 50 maybe?
Yeah, somewhere around there.
44 pages or so. You know, it's a nice, good quality book. It seems to be pretty easy to get through the rules. The terrain that we have, we got a couple examples of some terrain over here. You want to pick up one of those real quick so we can see the terrain?
Oh, sure. Right over here, this is just like a little corner that we have. And the nice thing about these is they are sprueless plastic, and you can see the little connector in there. It's kind of like a Dead Zone, and I really like the sprueless plastic. There is some cleanup that you need to do. You can see that I haven't done any cleanup at all on these, on the bottom edges and things like that. So, and some of the specialty terrain that you could pick up too. I did pick up the one Crash Flying Saucer that they had that was cast out of resin, and I really, really liked this particular piece, so yeah, I had to pick it up.
That is the one thing that, you had there on the side, and we had to go ahead and put that out on the table, because it doesn't look like a Martian invasion unless we've got a crashed spaceship around on the board, so we had to have one of those. We'll get to the actual game, like I said, in the next cast, but I'll be playing the U.S. Troopers. Mark will be playing the Martians. So let's go on into what else we got. These little chick counters here too, right? That are activation tokens?
Yeah, these are the activation tokens that are right here. And also in the game, this special resin piece does not come in the base game.
Yeah, it's the only thing on the board here that you're looking at right now that doesn't come in the base game.
So, but we also had some more Martian tech counters and things like that. Inside these, you can see on the back side, some of them have question marks on them. And those are for the hidden... I'm going to pull them out of the bag here. But these are different counters that they have in here for the alien tech and stuff like that, which is nice. They're your standard board game counters.
Okay.
And over here, these are the activation tokens. And you did get some dice.
Yeah.
I'm going to suggest that you're going to need more than the eight-sided dice. Or 6 8-sided dice that came in the bag. You're going to need more of those because you're definitely going to be doing some more moving and shooting. And of course, these are the Mars Attacks cards. These are really nice quality cards. And they've got some great artwork on them. They're real shiny, as you can see in the video there. They're picking up the light. So the nice things is that they play on the one side for the soldiers and on the other side for the Martians, which is kind of cool too. So
that is.
And the
ones every card is worth something to everybody.
Right, and the ones with the stars you play on your side, your turn basically, and the ones with the skulls you can play anytime. So
very cool.
Which is kind of nice. So we've got the little hero track there.
Yeah, it's a little hero track because we talked about activation counters. The way the game works, the activation, typically a model only gets one activation during a turn unless you're a hero, and heroes can get different amounts of activations by spending hero points, and that's like a cheat sheet there as to what heroes have what amount of points that they can spend.
Right, and that's one of the things we talked about. If you flip inside the book here, you get the statistics for the models and things like that. It would be nice to have cards, probably even the size of the regular playing cards, to have these stats for you. Just as a quick reference for the table, that would be very nice.
Yeah, I'm thinking they probably got it in the demo set, but something about that size of card that has like the turn sequence. This is what your options are type thing. Draw a card, move here or activate a model, rinse and repeat until complete. And you could fit that on a small sheet. They actually, a couple of people in Dreadball have actually come up with their own cheat sheets that are on the forums, and you can find them on the Mantic forums. I'm interested to see if they come out with the same thing for the Mars Attack game, and if they do that, that will make this game so much easier to demo straight out of a box, because otherwise it is still 40 pages. You know what I mean? It's not chess 2 pages where you show somebody the move and then all of a sudden they're playing. But it is simple enough that it keeps people engaged. So
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, as far as I'm concerned, it's simplified Dead Zone. So.
Oh yeah, and it is simplified Dead Zone, and Dead Zone's an easy game as we talk about. But the thing is, though, that I go back to is, as a miniature gamer myself, I'm used to 145 pages and then army book after army book, right? And this is not that way. This is so much simpler. It's easy to get into. I mean, you're talking complete unboxing, putting together, having fun while you're doing it, and talking maybe a half hour, right? And it probably takes 2 or 3 games before you pull it out and it's ready in 5 minutes. But when you're bringing somebody else new on in, you want to have that 5-minute experience right from the get-go. That's one of the key parts in getting people engaged, right? So, I mean, I think that sheet is going to be huge in the future.
Yeah, absolutely. And speaking of rule books, we're now getting into all the expansion stuff. I did get the 2 expansion rule books, Extermination and with Humanity Resists. And this adds just more things into the game, which is really cool. So,
missions and such too, right?
Yeah, I mean the new rules and things like that. So, as you can see here, we had Stompy the Robot, Chief Sturgeon, Goro, and Wex. These are the only 2 models I do not have from the entire range.
Oh, really?
So,
you got a little bit of a shine there. So you're missing Chief Surgeon,
Goro, and Rex.
Rex.
The only 2 figures I didn't get, so I'm going to have to pick those up from Mantic. So,
Stompy the Robot looks pretty solid there, man. I'm telling you what. Stompy, I seen you got him over here in the thing, but he's not put together yet.
Yep.
I'm thinking Stompy might work out as a good, I don't know, behemoth or something, you know what I'm saying? Inside joke there about the behemoth, you know what I mean? The steel behemoth, that might work pretty good.
There you go. And then when you get into the Humanity Resist, you get the human soldiers, you get the Novus Vera and everything else like that, which is really nice.
Very cool, very cool.
And then you get the sauce.
Got the flying saucers,
Stealth
man.
Marines.
Stealth Martians.
Absolutely.
Stealth Martians.
So the nice thing is the game expands too. Mm-hmm. So the one good thing about the Kickstarter is instead of just rolling out just the base game, Mantic was able to even get the expansions ready. So when we go ahead and we'll take a look, this is the base game. One of the other things that is in here, this is the AI deck.
Okay.
And so the cards are little, but they kind of give you an idea there for where do you move and things like that, and so you can play by yourself, which is kind of a neat thing, if you don't have another player around you or you're kind of bored. And then, boy, I got a lot of stuff.
Yes, you did. Holy smokes! And that box over there has stuff in it too. Holy smokes! Here.
Oh yeah, there we go.
You're going to need to have a tableware case to carry this thing around in when you're done. It's all set up and magnetized.
Yeah, absolutely. So this is the mostly sprueless plastic truck. I haven't put one of these together yet. Dave actually has a great video on how he put that together, which is nice. The burning cattle, of course, everybody wanted to see what they looked like. So. They're just in the red plastic right now, but they'll be nice to paint up. And then, of course, we have.
That's the interesting thing about these overall is you're talking that this in particular is the plastic is more your tabletop miniature plastic, and it looks like it's going to be good and solid to go ahead and paint up as well. So it's that fine line in between a board game and an actual miniature game, and I think it hits it home really well.
Right. It's very similar to the Loca plastic. So if you picked up Loca, you'll know, basically kind of the texture you have on that. And it does have a little texture to it. This is the giant spider that we picked up in the handle. It is a nice model. So I made sure I picked up the giant spider and the giant ant along with his handler there, so you could take a look at those. So those are very nice. So I may have mixed those up because this one has 8 legs. So, and then this is how they came packaged inside the nice packaging there. And then,
Got some extra Marines there. Is that them Special Forces or whatever?
yeah, I think these might be the Stealth Marines. So,
Stealth Marines,
even though
Special Forces, or
yeah.
Stealth Martians. You keep wanting to call them Marines, man. I'm a U.S. Army vet. I'm not a Marine.
There's Martian Marines in there. And then, one of the things on the Kickstarter was I got to say it was hard picking up your stuff, and going through that. And they did learn from that and simplify the other Kickstarters. But boy, look at this, Andy. I got all this terrain.
I know, dude.
I mean, it is just tons and tons and tons.
And it looks...
And roofs and everything. I mean, it's just amazing.
It reminds me so much of the Dead Zone terrain and how that's actually set up, except it comes to you sprueless this time.
It's exactly right. And, actually, this is going to end up on my Dead Zone board somewhere. Yeah. So there's just so much of it, and it's just unbelievably cool. And look, you thought that was a lot? Here's even more.
Holy smokes, what do we got here? Oh, my goodness. Look at that list there.
This is the freebie bundle right here. So a bag of plastic card containers and clips and tote bags. And
wow.
It's just amazing the amount of stuff that comes in
That's
here.
Just
my
nuts.
Zombie Martian, my Martian Standard Bearer. They're
Zombie
all in
Martian?
There. Oh,
we
yeah.
had a Zombie Martian apocalypse coming up when we're playing this game.
There you go. There's the limited edition Kickstarter model in that translucent green plastic there. Cool. So, which is very nice. And then we have the flying saucers.
Flying saucer. We got one put together over here on the side. I mean, that's what it looks like in the bag that it comes to you. But we actually have one put together. Hold that beastie boy up there. Look at that flying base. Oh my God, that is a gorgeous model. Yep. I'm zooming in, and look at that. You're gonna pop it off and
pop the top off.
Yep,
that's very nice.
I'm gonna zoom in real quick there. Look at the detail on this model. Yeah,
see, I'm making it fly for you.
Yeah, you're making it fly, making it harder to zoom in. But no, that's a gorgeous model, man. I mean,
it is. They did a nice job on those. I mean, as far as a flying stand goes,
and pick up the Martian there too, and the other. So
yeah, these are the regular standard models you get.
Yeah. And look at that nice individual little, plastic piece that's up on the top. I have to say, if that plastic piece really accents the model well, but if you're going to put it on, glue it. We already had one drop down because they don't snap in. So if you're going to put it on, glue it in or glue it into position because those things, they're not necessarily easiest to find in carpet because they're so clear and it's like finding a contact lens.
It's exactly like finding a contact lens.
So, I mean, it's awesome, but paint your model first, and after you paint it, go ahead and glue it in position. And look at this missile launcher guy. He's not being used in our first scenario here, our training scenario, so we go ahead and we left him on the side, and that's a good quality miniature right there.
I'll tell you, these would be excellent for just standard modern wargaming. I mean, they are very nice miniatures, so... whoever's doing the sculpting for Mantic, you have a career. And, of course, these are the Retro Marines, and these are actually from Warlord. So these are actual U.S. Marines, I believe, that they put together.
That's why I keep saying Marines. That's it.
And then here...
That's Big Stompster.
That's Stompy the Robot. I did not put him together yet, but I have a couple of these, and this is how they come in the bag.
Yep.
You do need glue. They, parts of them are articulated in the snap, and
he's going to stand about 7 inches tall, I think, right?
He does stand about 7 inches tall. I mean, this is just his body.
Well, that's just his upper body. You have a lower body. You have a lower part body there too, right?
So, I haven't figured out what this piece is yet, right here, Andy.
I don't know what that portion is, but there is another section that goes underneath. I saw there.
Yep, and then one of the cool things is Stompy comes with little miniaturized army soldiers. Yep. Those are the soldiers that when you use the shrink ray, you replace this soldier right here with the little miniaturized ones.
That's pretty cool.
I mean, they thought of everything in this game. It's really kind of cool. So, and there's Stompy's legs, but he's kind of like, if you've ever built a dreadnought for Warhammer 40K, it's very similar to that type of thing. So, and it's a neat kind of plastic.
That's the bottom portion when you put the... Yep, you set them on top, that goes underneath, and that's how the body sits, and then the arms and legs on each side. And that's just, that's a good 3.5 inches there, just before you get the legs added on and the head and such. So, I mean, it's a huge, huge, beautiful model.
Yep, so there's a little modeling there.
What else we got in the box here?
Oh, boy. We got our special edition Mars Attacks cards here.
Holy smokes.
So, if you're a big Mars Attacks fan, they have these limited edition cards there, so... we can show those to you.
Okay.
So, little cover art here from...
very cool, very cool. What else we got?
So let's see, what else do we have in the bag? Oh boy, oh, that looks like a alternate Sculpt General Tour there. We have him. I got tons
Let me
of these
zoom in
little
on him real quick. Oh my goodness, that's a good model.
We got tons of these little Gribblies.
Oh, you got more of the Gribblies?
I got lots of Gribblies.
Boy, you're like a Martian fanatic over here or something. What about these U.S. troopers? I mean, come on, show me something that's good about them.
We got those. Well, here, how about
where's
this?
my tanks?
Here's what I got. I have no tanks, but Novus Vera, I got tons of these guys. And the bounty hunters. I mean, I got... These are the bounty hunters, I think.
Let me zoom in. Just hold them right where you're at there.
Yep. Let me get you a couple.
All right.
There's some Novus Vera.
Look at that model.
Tiger Marines. I mean, we got all this stuff, so.
Good deal. Good deal. Those are beautiful models.
And they're beautiful sculpts, too.
Yep.
So that's the real nice thing.
Got anything else that we want to go ahead and go over in here?
Oh, boy. I mean, look at this thing. I mean, they're just bags of stuff. I mean,
$330.
This was the escalation bundle.
I mean, this is the thing, guys. 50 right after that technical interlude. We're back now. I had to free up another gigabyte of information, but we were saying $350, Mark, for basically everything you see here. I mean, that's a lot of stuff. Are you happy?
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. And like I said, I didn't even spend that full. That's just all the product I got. So, and here, I forgot. There we go. Your Martian Dreadball team. How about that?
The Martian Dreadball team. There we go.
It came in the red plastic. It came with the bases and everything. So if you're ready to play, you're set to go. So very nice. These will be definitely hitting the pitch.
There you go. There you go. Sweet, sweet.
And they even got the cards for putting these guys into Dead Zone, too.
Very
so
cool.
The Martians can go. And the U.S. soldiers. So very nice. Oh, I can't say how pleased I am with this. Excellent deal. I'll be playing this for a very, very long time. So I'm looking forward to playing our game, Andy.
All right. Well, on that note, we're going to go ahead and kick this off. And next episode, we'll be talking about the game that we actually have set up there. So have a good one, guys.
Bye.